Girlfriend, 24F, angry that I, 26 meters, asked her to reimburse me for the holiday she canceled. I have been with my girlfriend for a year and a half. We made plans to go on holiday abroad for 10 nights. We picked a nice destination, lovely hotel, and booked it. It came to just under £1,000 each in total, and we both paid for ourselves. Around 3 weeks before we were due to fly, my girlfriend mentioned being quite anxious about telling her parents we were going because she said they don't have a lot of money at the moment and she doesn't want it to seem like she's rubbing their noses in the fact we're going away. I asked if she still wanted to go and mentioned that we could still cancel and get the majority of our money back and only lose the £100 deposit. She said no and that she'd be alright and that she just needs to get it over with and tell them. She didn't mention it anymore, and then the morning that we were due to drive to the airport for our evening flight, she says she can't go. She said she's anxious and feels bad for her parents. I point out it's not like she would have given them the money she spent on the holiday anyway, and the holiday is already paid, so there's nothing she can do with that money for her parents. She just repeats that she can't go and that we have to cancel the holiday. Later in the day she mentions the fact we've both lost a lot of money, and I just mentioned to her that I don't think it's fair for me to lose nearly £1,000 because she decided to cancel. She asks what I'm saying, and I just say that I think she should reimburse me since she was the one who reassured me she was fine when I mentioned canceling while we could still get the money. She said I was being greedy and cruel and that I was out of order for expecting to be reimbursed. But I just pointed out we've only lost the money because she canceled the holiday last minute. She just repeated that I am being horrible and that I shouldn't even be considering it. How would you handle this? Edit. Just to clear up why I didn't go on my own IACage holiday that was booked through my girlfriend's online accounts of the tickets and boarding passes were on her account. TL. Dr. My girlfriend canceled a holiday last minute due to anxiety and got angry with me when I asked to be reimbursed for the money I lost, as I suggested canceling it at an earlier date when she was anxious and we'd have gotten our money back, but she refused. She said about being cruel and that I shouldn't even consider asking her for the money. How would you handle this? I would be breaking up with her. She knew she was hesitant on going. You suggested to cancel and would only lose £100 deposit. No harm there. Easy solution. But she said she is committed to it. Then cancels the morning of. It's completely understandable that you're chapped because you're basically out £1,000. Yes, you could have gone alone. But you shouldn't be forced to take a trip by yourself to get your money's worth when she decided to bail on you. You had a perfect window to cancel the trip and only lose the deposit. She put you in this position. Zero consideration or respect for your time and money. Is it possible that she only told you she booked the holiday and pocketed your money instead? Are you sure she just didn't get the money refunded back to her when it was only a £100 cancellation penalty? She could be running a scam on you if she's worried about money. Are you positive the holiday was actually booked? Either way, something's off. Something is fishy here. She didn't want to rub the trip in her parents' face, but will cancel last minute too and lose the entire amount of the money? Will blow money so that she doesn't appear to be blowing money? What? How did you pay your part of the bill? Did you pay the money directly to her and then she paid for the booking? If this is the case, I would seriously wonder if she ever even booked the trip at all and just flat out stole your money. I would be breaking up with her over this. Her anxiety is pretty bad for her to be acting like this. She needs help that you can't provide. She also seems incapable of seeing the effects of her actions. I don't want to go on a vacation that costs 1K. Because I don't want my parents to feel like we're rubbing our money in their noses. However, I am fine with throwing away 1K to keep it a secret. Make that make sense? Please, get your money back if you can. However, if she refuses, it's up to you how far you want to push it and potentially risk it becoming an even bigger issue. Only you can decide if it's worth it. Next time, go without her and spend your half. And let her stay home. Or, make her pay for the trip and you'll reimburse her once you're back. In the meantime, have a conversation about, well, having a conversation with her parents about your finances. And with your GF about how you're not going to just never go anywhere for the rest of your lives to pretend to be less financially secure than you are. Oof, that's really frustrating, I'm sorry. But please know you are not wrong to ask for the money back, and honestly speaking, if I cancelled a trip and it was my fault for my losing money, I would essentially offer to give him the money myself, because I'd feel so awful and guilty, and the fact that she doesn't and she's fighting you on it calling you greedy is like kinda scary. The moral compass of not even feeling a tad bit guilty for making your partner lose 1,000 euros is incredibly selfish, and not that I'm saying this is a deal breaker and you need to leave her, because that's not realistic, but I would definitely think about this relationship and her morals and whether that's someone you want to continue being with in the future. Doesn't seem like she handles finances well too if she's okay with losing 1,000 euros each. That's like wild, and also strange she wouldn't go on holiday just because her parents don't have money. Parents want the best for their children, and it would be sick if her parents wanted you guys to suffer and never travel and experience life because of their own financial issues. That would be incredibly weird. Are you sure she really booked it or kept the money to give her parents? Assuming you paid her for your half, is there a chance she canceled beforehand and took the money? Waiting until the last minute to cancel means you're out the money and feeling bad so you didn't ask too many questions. Breakup and small claims court. She could have canceled earlier when she originally mentioned it. And let's face it, she decided she wasn't going then, she just didn't want to admit it to you. And you would have gotten back £900. Her decision and lies cost you the entire money. Oh boy, if she didn't compensate me for my lost money, I'd break up with her. You offered her a perfectly good option and she screwed you on it. I'd be livid. Edit. Just to clear up why I didn't go on my own IACage holiday that was booked through my girlfriend's online accounts of the tickets and boarding passes were on her account. Sounds like she took your money, to be honest. Are you sure she didn't just steal from you? You couldn't pay me £1,000 to be with someone that's stupid and selfish. If you were in the US, I'd tell you to break up and take her to small claims. Not sure how it works where you are, but you're not out of line to ask for your money back. You just paid £1,000 to find out your GF is flaky as hell and doesn't take your feelings into consideration at all when making huge decisions that impact you both. Either that or you just gave her £900 after she defrauded you. Neither of these are good signs for a long, healthy, and happy life together. If you're just in it for the fun, stay with her and chalk this up to a lesson learned going forward. Don't agree to spend any money on anything together. If you want an LTR that ends in marriage, break up with her and go find someone who isn't insane. Also, there is a third option. She may be out the door herself already. If she's broken up with you in her head, then going on a romantic holiday with you may have sounded atrocious. In this scenario, she may have made up a truly awful excuse, then acted wishy-washy as she did, depending on how invested she was feeling in leaving you. I'm a traveler with massive anxiety, and that would absolutely end it for me. I'd be done. This doesn't make any sense. How can she feel badly about taking a $1,000 vacation, but not badly about flushing $1,000 down the toilet? You got ripped off, man. There is no way your GF deep 2,000 pounds just for the optics of not looking bad to her parents. This totally ended up in her pocket, up her nose, or up her parents' pockets or noses. Take this expensive lesson and run. So you're not going to get the money back. I think that's a lost cause. Has her anxiety caused issues like this or others before? Do you 100%? Absolutely. Without a single doubt know that she didn't secretly cancel it prior to the 48-hour period and get refunded for the majority of the holiday and just not tell you? Have you seen with your own eyes a time-stamped cancellation confirmation email or refund transfer into her bank, etc.? I'm almost willing to bet there's something to her story she isn't telling you. Like others are suggesting, perhaps she's already canceled it and received a bigger refund than you've been told.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.